Hi, my name is Laura Guthrie and I'm the on-site trainer here at Golden Quest. Today I have with me Jenna, tattoo KJ8. Jenna is a 7-month-old comfort retriever here from Golden Quest, and she has been in training for almost 2 weeks now. So we're going to go ahead and show you what she's been learning, talk about all of her strengths and weaknesses, discuss potty training and crate training happenings, and everything thereof. Right? Everything in between? Yeah, does that sound good? Right? Yeah. She gives really good eye contact, which is very much encouraged by me because eye contact is really nice, isn't it, babe? Okay, come here. Down. Yes. Stay. Yes. Good girl. Good. Stay, Jenna. Yes. Free. Good job. Jenna, touch. Yes. Good girl. Jenna, sit. Yes. Stay. Yes. Good job. Good. Stay, Jenna. Well done, pumpkin. Free. Good girl. Jenna, place. Yes. Good girl. So Jenna definitely doesn't love her place as much as her brother Gabe does. Yay! Good job! Oh, yes. Good girl. Yes, good job. So what I'm doing now is I'm throwing her a little party, if you will. I'm giving her a bunch of treats because this is the first time she's laid down without prompting. Good place. Yes. Good girl. Free. Good job. So unlike Gabe, Jenna is comfortable with getting on place. She listens when I ask her to. She does get on it when requested. And she will sit her down if you ask her to and you prompt her and you give her some time to do so. But she doesn't seek out that kind of behavior on place. So since she just did that for me without me asking her, then I went ahead and I rewarded her with a lot of different bits of treats and just continued praising her and letting her know that I really, really like that. And that's something I really would like you guys to continue on as well. And I'll talk to you guys about this some more when I see you on Saturday. If I get a chance to see you, let's see. I'll have to double check the time, but I'm really hoping I can. That's the only thing about coming on Saturday versus Monday is that, busy weekends, that kind of stuff, trying to catch up on everything I missed during the week at work. Yeah. But I will do my best to try to be there. I do have a seminar this weekend, so I'm hoping that I can make it, but otherwise with the place. So I want to keep encouraging that with her, so keep asking her to get on and try not to prompt her to lay down or sit. Let her try to figure it out on her own. If she does, reward her really big for it. Because Gabe absolutely loves doing it, so it may be something she also learns and watches from him and sees that you really like it when he does it, and she will give it a shot herself. Come here. You look. Yes, good, look. So look, this is just our eye contact cue. The reason why we do this is because in the dog world, eye contact is not always a great thing. Look. Yes. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to distract her by putting the hands, which have the treats in them, and she knows it, away from my face, and then asking her to look. Look. Jenna, look. Yes. Good girl. And the reason I do that is because I want to know that she's not just watching my hands. If I put my hands right here, of course she's going to be looking at my face because my hands are next to me. But if I have them out like this, yes, then she knows she's getting rewarded because I'm telling her I like that she's looking at my face. Oh my. Somebody is very jealous of you. Yes, they are. They're very jealous. They're not in here. Jealous Nellies. That's okay. So with eye contact, it's really good because building up that communication line between humans and dogs and letting them know that we actually really like that and that it's something that we value in them and we appreciate when they give us eye contact is really great. So we build that up now while they're young. There we go. What are they doing? What's he doing? What's he saying? What's he saying? He's got everybody else barking now too, that big stinker. Hi, that big stinker. What is it? You good girl. You're so cute. Okay. So let's see. No, so with that, it's really good to keep it up and to encourage her, to tempt her rather, to look at your hands and then ask her to look. And then once she does give you eye contact, make sure you mark it with a yes right when she looks at you and not after. Because if you mark it when she's looking at you, that tells her she's being rewarded for the eye contact and not looking away. Another cue that we use to help build focus is a touch. Yes, good girl. Good job. And that was just to kind of rebuild focus so they know that they're trying to communicate with you, so they're touching your palm. This one's fun because, like I said in that training manual, is that you can transfer it later. This is the command that you use to teach them how to ring the doorbell. You just transfer it over to the actual doorbell. You can either do it by holding your hand in front of the doorbell or holding the doorbell itself. Just seeing, because each dog is different. Some dogs will go straight for the doorbell and give it a shot when you ask them. Other dogs will need you to wean your hand away slowly, like starting to take away fingers and that kind of stuff. Another fun thing you can teach them is how to give kisses with that. You can have them touch somebody's cheek and then slowly do the same thing where you're taking away the hand until they're just touching somebody's cheek so it looks like they're kissing them. So a lot of fun things you can do. You can also teach them how to close drawers by using the touch. So touch can be amazing. So it's not just this little one-time trick we teach them that means nothing. It's actually really, really fun later on. And it's good focus cue in the beginning as well. Let's see how you want to do today with the leash. She doesn't absolutely love the leash. She definitely likes it better when Gabe is with her on another leash. Like I said, like we talked about last time, is they just kind of feed off of each other and get excited together and that kind of stuff. You feel? Good girl. Yes. We're still very much in the reward history phase where she wants to build up the reward history with me and with the position. Good girl. Yes. Good job, Jenna. Yes. Good girl. So what I just did there is I lured her into a sit. The reason why I lure her instead of, oh, Jenna, free. Instead of actually asking her to, is because if I ask her to, then she's always going to expect me to ask her to sit when I stop, and I don't want that. I want it to be automatic. So I'm luring her into the sit. That way she gets comfortable and learns to associate. When we go into a heel, it's about walking together. Heel. In this position, just like this. Yes. And you see I'm marking it right when her body is right where I want it. Yes. And then I'm luring her into the sit. When I stop, you're going to do it. Yes. Good girl. Good heel. And I just remind her that that's a good heel because that's a part of the healing process as far as she's concerned. Heel. Yes. Good job, Jenna. Well done, babe. Yes, see right there, I didn't have to push as hard back and alert. Good girl. Yes, I'm going to end with that. Good girl. Free. Good job, well done. And if you end on high notes like that where she did it by herself most of the way, then the last thing they have in memory of when you guys were training is, oh, that was really good. Oh, mom, dad, or brother really liked that. Fantastic, so I'm going to do it again. So it's good to end on positive and high note. And the one thing we do as humans that usually, we're over perfectionists as humans. We strive for better and better and better. So with the dog, if they perform a command and they do it well, better than they did previously, reward them big for that and then end it there. Because even though we're like, oh, they just did that, I know they can do more. I know we can get better. As much as we have, even though we have the end goal in mind, they don't. So it's important to keep that in mind and to reward them for those little triumphs and end right there, because then that's what they're going to have in their memory of how the last training session went. Because they're going to say, oh my gosh, they flipped out excitedly when I did this. So I'm going to try doing that again and see what it gets me. And you can reward them pretty happily because some dogs will kind of digress. So reward them happily when they do that in the next section. In the next session, but then encourage them to do more in the next session, not necessarily that same one, because then what you can have happen is they might end up thinking that, oh, well, was that not good enough? I mean, I know you gave me a handful of treats, but maybe I should try something else. Maybe what I was doing before was better. So they might digress right in that exact same training session, which means that you just lost that amazing response you got, and we don't want that to happen. So knowing when to cut off the training session and to call it quits, and making sure you're always doing it on a good note, even if things aren't going the way you want. So for example, if the next training session, they act as if they never did that really good response, then that's okay. As frustrated as you're gonna be, you just need to kind of take a breath and just back it up a few steps then. Make their end goal for that session a little bit less than it was last time. And although it's kind of painful for us on the inside, it's actually going to be better for them in the long run, because then they can have the opportunity to please you in that session. And then once they do, even though it wasn't on the same level, it's fine. Reward them and then end the session and then try again in a couple hours or the next day or whatever's going to work for the dog. Good girl. Okay. Good girl. Good job. You want to try the crate? Now, if you remember last time how nervous Jenna was with the crate, she still is very much nervous. If you put her in there, she's fine, especially if you put her in there with Gabe. But this is a very nerve-wracking process for her. It could be the crate. She sleeps in a plastic crate. Notice I dropped my voice quite a bit because I'm trying to make her more comfortable. With her, it's just the crate just seems a little bit odd to her, and that's perfectly fine. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to encourage her. I'm trying to keep everything calm. I'm staying next to the crate, showing her it's not scary, it's not a big deal. And I'm putting treats all in the front and not all in the back. That way she has a higher chance of actually getting the treats, even if she just leaned in. Because to me, even leaning in the crate, I know, would be a feat. She was doing better last time, you might have seen. We actually digressed in training, unfortunately, just like I talked about, ending on a good note and that sort of thing. There was some construction going on in the barn, way down in the front end, so you couldn't really hear it, but back in the back room that we're in, however, there was a little bit of a clatter right when we were doing some crate training with her, so it kind of spooked her a little bit, so she took a few steps back in her training. And now we're having to work on that again, but it's perfectly fine. It just means that when she gets home, it's going to be about putting her up again. We're doing that now. Like you see, that's why I have everything back in the front. Come here. Good. Get that? No? Oh, don't want to get it? Are you sure? Something else I would encourage trying is a plastic crate. The ones that there's. Let me see my thoughts. So there are plastic crates that have the top and the bottom, and they can't collapse like these wire ones do. And you can you twist the bolts together on the edges. Those ones are nice. It might be more beneficial for her to break it down that way, because what we would have to do is we would need to take the plastic crate, take it apart, so that way you only have a bottom and a top, and take the top off. That way it's open. Makes it a little bit more comfortable for her to get in. Work with her with that, and then you can try putting the top on. And then once she gets comfortable going in when there's no door on the crate, then you can add the door. And doing it that way is going to help. Now, this is only so she's comfortable going in by herself. Now, when it comes to her being put in the crate, if you put her in the crate physically, she's okay. She'll go in there. She doesn't cry out like a maniac, and she doesn't tear up stuff, and she doesn't dig, or she doesn't show any kind of negative behaviors once she is in the crate. It's just she isn't comfortable going in on her own. So, I mean, it's kind of a toss-up as far as what you're really looking for, because no, she won't go in by herself. But if you put her in, she doesn't show any negative habits or behaviors, especially when she's in with Gabe. They tend to snuggle together, and they're perfectly fine. And actually, when it comes to Gabe's crate training, I think the same is true for him. He also really enjoys being with her, to the point where he'll cry when he's by himself, but when he's with her, he won't. So, are you gonna even try, huh, babe? What if I open that? Is that gonna make you more nervous or less? How about if I left you alone with it? Huh? No? We're not going to do anything? Okay. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to push you. So she's not feeling up to it today, and as much as I want to show you that she has gotten, that she can go in the crate, I don't want to force her into this, because if I do right now and it's not bedtime, there's not a purpose behind me shoving her in, I don't want her to have a negative association with the crate or with me or with the whole process of being picked up. So we're going to leave it at that with the crate today. But like I said, she is great once you put her in. But like once you put her in and help her in, she does pretty good. It's just about getting in by herself. She's not really comfortable with that idea. Good girl. It's okay. You come here, you get that? You get the edges? Yeah. Good, yes, well done. Yeah, right there, you get that one? No, you won't touch the crate? Let's see. Good, okay. Okay. Good girl. Okay, so with her out command, usually it's really difficult for me to perform out on the training videos. And the reason because they're so preoccupied with getting the really high value treats from me that they don't care about getting a toy in their mouth, because they really want what I have that's edible. So it's hard for me to show that on the video. But with her out, she's still in the process where if she has something in her mouth, you need to show her the treat by her nose and ask her to out and then get it from her. One, this is helping her learn to associate the word out means drop what you have in your mouth. But two, this is also building a positive reward history with the idea that if somebody's coming to get something from you, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're just going to be left with nothing. We're actually going to give you something in return. So this is a good process to start with her now. That way later on she doesn't start having issues with wanting to run away with something in her mouth, and she doesn't want to hide it and guard it and that kind of stuff. So by showing her that we're willing to trade with her is going to help her as well as build up her understanding of the term out. Okay, potty training. She's doing fantastic. We haven't had any potty training accidents inside or in the crate. Awesome. With that being said, she goes out pretty frequently. She's out for a good portion of the day, both playing, exercising, having fun with the other dogs, socializing, doing some body awareness with our different obstacles we have in the yard. All that kind of stuff is going on. And so she's constantly having the opportunity to go outside. So what I suggest is when she gets home to you, and I suggest this with Gabe as well, because he's on the same route as her. None inside, none in the crate, but they're both outside frequently doing all those activities. So what I suggest is that once they get home, the biggest thing you need to try to do is assess them as individuals. But most likely they'll be able to get on a schedule together, which is going to be very helpful for you. Assessing when they're more likely to go to the restroom and utilize that time outside to actually release their bowels versus just play and be silly together. You can do that by letting them out after they've been in the crate. So whether you're giving them a nap time in the crate or they just got up from them going to sleep. So anytime they come out of the crate, go let them out. Anytime they just do a big play session, whether it's together or with you guys, after a big play session, take them outside, because sometimes, they just let all that energy out, and so now their GI tract and their body is just ready to relax. And what happens when that happens? Oh boy, here comes potty time. So sometimes that's really good for some dogs. So playtime, crate time, any kind of nap, even if they're not in the crate, if they're just napping on the couch, on the floor, wherever, after they get up from a nap, take them outside. Any other big event, so eating, drinking, all that kind of stuff. If you start letting them out after those big events, then you can kind of get a better idea of how frequently Jenna and Gabe go to the restroom, and you might find they work differently. Like maybe Jenna likes going to the bathroom after she plays, whereas Gabe goes to the bathroom after he eats. So it just kind of depends, and you guys will also get on a schedule together too. So if you guys get up at 7 a.m. and let the dogs out at 7:15, and then they go right then, they have breakfast, and then they go again at 8 or whatever. You'll get on that routine, you'll get comfortable together, and you'll learn when to expect them